Yan, okay. So, yan, okay. So, okay. Good morning, good evening. Ayan. My name is Suzanne and welcome to our Monday session na Habits to Profits. And my name is Suzanne. Saan ba kayo nanonood ngayon? I'm excited to share with you a video na um, nagpamulat sa akin into kasi iba-iba tayo ng upbringing, no? So, gusto ko rin malaman yung mga inputs nyo with regards to these four quadrants. So, ang topic right now is cash flow quadrant. Okay? So, hi Ava, hi Jing, hi Jen, and ayan, excited ako sa mga sharings natin for tonight kasi iba-iba tayo ng background. So for sure iba-iba tayo ng inputs with this four quadrants. Eh syempre, yung mga natutunan natin from all the trainings and yung times na hindi pa natin alam itong four quadrants na to. Okay? So, i-start ko lang yung share ng screen.
Cash Flow Quadrant is a guide to financial freedom. It was written to give you a glimpse into the different cash flow quadrants and into the personal development required to be financially successful in each of them. Robert Kiyosaki offers an overview of the four quadrants and then a focus on the B and I side. The book is about finding a home in a quadrant or quadrants. You may choose to operate in more than one, maybe even all four. Please subscribe in order to stay tuned. In the introduction of the book, Kiyosaki gives the definition of a quadrant. It is a way to categorize people based on where their money comes from. This is the cash flow quadrant. The letters represent E for employee, S for small business or self-employed, B for big business, I for investor. One quadrant is not better than another. Each has strengths and weaknesses. There is a need for people to operate in all quadrants in order to ensure the financial stability of the community. The book is divided into three parts. Part 1 focuses on the core differences between people in the four quadrants. The second part is about personal change. It is more about who you have to be instead of what you have to do. The third part explains how to find success in the B and I quadrant. Which quadrant we choose to earn our income is not so dependent on what we learned in school, but rather on our values, interests, strengths, and weaknesses. Changing quadrants requires a change in the core of who you are, how you think, and how you look at the world. Kiyosaki reminds the reader what, according to his rich dad, it means to be wealthy. Having lots of time to raise his kids, having money to donate to charities and projects he supported, bringing jobs and financial stability to the community, having time and money to take care of his health, being able to travel the world with his family. Main differences between the four cash flow quadrants. 1. The E, employee. For them, the idea of security is often more important than money. 2. The S, self-employed. For them, independence is the most important. They want to be their own boss and to do their own thing. They are often hardcore perfectionists. In many aspects, they are true artists with their own style and methods of doing things. 3. The B, business owner. They are the opposite of the S because they like to delegate. They are leaders who bring out the best in people. 4. Bs can leave their business for a year or more and return to find their business more profitable and running better than they left it. 5. The I, investor. They make money with money. They don't have to work because their money is working for them. This quadrant is the playground of the rich. 6. The author points out that the world of money is one large system, and we individuals operate with certain patterns within that system. 7. An E works for the system. 8. An S is the system. 9. A B creates, owns, and controls the system. 10. An I invests money into the system.
Hindi ka naman ata nagmamadali, no? Kasi kailangan ko pang treman tong nasa likod.
Hindi naman. Alam mo ba na kumikita ko habang ginagawa mo yan?
Paano yun?
Nagkikipagpalitan ako ngayon.
Isa ka bang...
The I quadrant is the quadrant of risk. Instead of avoiding risk, Kiyosaki recommends learning how to manage financial risk. He thinks that people become trapped by the need for job security simply because, on average, they are less than 3 months away from financial bankruptcy. The more money people make, the harder they have to work, and the less time they have for those they love. The reason so many people struggle financially is because every time they make money, they also increase their two biggest expenses, taxes and interest on debt. The author emphasizes that investing is the key to financial freedom. According to him, there are 5 types or levels of investors in the I quadrant. Level 1, the zero financial intelligence level. They earn a lot and spend more than they earn. They look rich, but what they have is bad debt. Level 2, the savers are losers level. Saving money was smart when money was money. Today, people save counterfeit dollars, and every printed dollar means higher taxes and more inflation. Savers, bondholders, and most people who save in retirement plans are people who park their money, while professional investors move their money. Level 3, the I am too busy level. They are educated people who are too busy with their careers, family, other interests, and vacations. They turn their money over to an expert and then hope their expert is really an expert and not a con man running elaborate Ponzi schemes. Level 4, I am a professional level. This is the do-it-yourself investor in the S quadrant. Many retirees become level 4 investors once their working days are over. With a sound financial education, a few of them will climb to the next level. Level 5, the capitalist level. This is the business owner from the B quadrant investing in the I quadrant. They use other people's money to invest. It is easy for them to raise capital. They invest in a team. Anyone with the goal of becoming a level 5 investor must develop their skills first as a level 4 investor. Level 4 can't be slipped on your path to level 5. Money is seen with the mind. The average person is 95% eyes and only 5% mind when they invest. If you want to become a professional in B and I quadrant, you need to train your mind to see the other 95%. The deal, the financial agreement, the market, the management, the risk factors, the cash flow, the corporate structuring, the tax laws, and 1,000 other things that make something a good investment or not. He reveals that the left side of the cash flow quadrant is riskier because people there pay to take risks, and people on the right side get paid to take risks. The principles of wealth. In his opinion, in this high-tech world, the principles of great wealth remain simple and low-tech. One great asset of the rich is that they think differently than everyone else. It is easy to do what rich people do. Moving from quadrants on the left to quadrants on the right is more emotional than technical. If people are not able to control their emotional thoughts, Kiyosaki doesn't recommend the journey. For the people on the right side, life is a game of Monopoly. Winning and losing is just part of the game, a part of life. To be successful on the right side is to be a person who loves the game. How to become a successful B and I. Kiyosaki's advice is to take baby steps. The key to making any investment is setting a big goal and approaching it systematically, taking baby steps first, and then gradually increasing the size of your investments as your learning and experience increase. He points out 7 steps to find your financial fast track. Step 1. It is time to mind your own business. Fill out your personal financial statement. Set financial goals. Where you want to be in 5 years and where you want to be in 1 year. Step 2. Take control of your cash flow. Pay yourself first and reduce your personal consumer debt. Step 3. Know the difference between risk and risky. Business and investing are not risky, but being undereducated is. His recommendation is commit 5 hours of your time each week to read and listen to financial news, play cash flow game, attend seminars on investing, etc. Step 4. Decide what kind of investor you want to be. Defining 3 types of investors. He admires those who look for problems, solve them, and expect to make returns of 25% to infinity on their money. He himself operates as all 3 types of investors. Step 5. Seek mentors. Mentors tell us what is important. It is best to find someone who has been where you want to go. In his opinion, who you spend your time with is your future. You can find a mentor at work, in investment clubs, network marketing groups, and other business associations. Step 6. Make disappointment your strength. When you are emotionally prepared to be disappointed, you can be calm and dignified when things do not go your way. When you are calm, you think better. Step 7. The power of faith. Prepare daily to be bigger than your smallness. Face your fears and doubts, and new worlds will open up to you. At the end, the author reveals the big secret. It takes neither money to be financially free, nor a good financial education. It also doesn't have to be risky. Instead, freedom's price is measured in dreams, desire, and the ability to overcome the disappointments that occur along the way. If you enjoyed this video, you are sure to like the summary.
Ayan, I'm back. Okay, hello. Ayan, so probably share muna ako ng input ko, no, with regards to the cash flow quadrant. Clear naman yung video, no? Maayos yung pagkakagawa niya.
Yes.
May natutunan pa nga ako doon actually, no? Yung sa dulong-dulo with regards to yung dreams, 'di ba? Yung having the mindset. Ang galing nun eh. Parang syempre isipin mo lang um padamihin mo yung pera mo, matuto ka to invest and go to the right side of the quadrant, 'di ba? So anyway, ako naman, lumaki kasi ako na business side. So, although ang concept ko ng negosyo talaga is buying and selling, not probably it's more on self-employed pa din siya kasi most Chinese kasi talaga is self-employed eh. Yung pagising mo, bababa ka na sa tindahan, whole day, whole duration ng pagpapayaman mo, nandun ka kasi kailangan ikaw yung tumao sa cashier or kahera. Sa'yo dapat pumapasok yung pera at ikaw nagsusukli, di ba? So, mostly ganun yung concept ko. Kasi, ano ba, lumaki tayo in the parang hardware age. 'Di ba? Yun yung sobrang daming Chinese na may hardware. So, lumaki ako na mostly ng friends ko, yun yung negosyo nila. Kasi ako naman, lumaki ako na buying and selling, yung negosyo ng lolo ko tsaka daddy ko, 'di ba? So, anyway, so yun nga, parang lumaki ako na yung concept is magnegosyo para yumaman ka. Yun talaga. So, but mostly, syempre, pag nag-aral ka, sasabihin sa'yo, magtrabaho ka talaga. Magtrabaho ka para yumaman ka. 'Di ba? Mostly ganon. So, sobrang layo nung concept ko with during college naman na parang naisip ko kasi bilang ako na HRM graduate, na-realize ko na parang paano ko yayaman bilang isang um, management trainee. So, ang concept ko before is ang tawag dito, I should have an experience in a restaurant kasi magtatayo ako ng restaurant in the future kasi mas yayaman ako sa ganun. So, yun yung concept ko before. Hindi ako pwede magtrabaho ng matagal kasi nga, hindi yun yung ikayayaman ko. Technically, ganun. Okay? And, dito na lang ako natuto during the time na pumasok na talaga ako sa Nu Skin. Doon ko natutunan na yung concept ng business and investor. Kasi 'di ba yung investor is more on sila SM, Robinsons, 'di ba? Mega World, yun na yung ano nila eh. Kailangan meron kang may real estate ka. Ay, may real estate ka, may bank ka, and may mall. Parang yun yung concept nila of yun. So, um, yun yung for me ah. So, sa inyo ba? Ava, naka-break ka ba right now
Yes.
that you want to share something?
Sa akin,
5 minutes?
oo, actually.
Bakit? Ay,
Um,
sorry.
ang naririnig niyo ba ako?
Yan, narinig na kita. Sorry.
Ayan. Sobrang ganda ng video na shinare mo kasi sinimplify niya. And I think for me, na growing up coming from, ano, well, ang background ko kasi yung parents namin, business owners, tapos yung relatives namin, nag-pursue ng um, further studies. So, parang may mix na ganyan. Pero ako, mas nag-lean kasi ako towards dun sa further studies eh. So, sa akin, walang concept na magpayaman. Like, kung ano yung dinidiscuss ni Robert Kiyosaki, ganyan. Tapos, parang, ang galing kasi like, with this kind of background, yung video na shinare mo, yung isa talagang nag-impact sa akin is yung about disappointment. Na parang you have to learn how to manage talaga disappointment. I guess sa school kasi hindi masyadong naho-hone yan eh. And um, sa mga nakausap ko negosyante, napapanood ko, ganyan, talagang, alam mo yun, wala silang pake, anong sabihin ng ibang tao. So I guess yun yung isang importanteng lesson that I'm still also developing in myself. Kasi syempre parang nasanay ako na I mean, sino ba naman yung gusto ng may nagfi-feedback sa'yo ng negative, 'di ba? Madi-disappoint ka talaga and then sino ba naman yung gusto ng you're trying tas parang feeling mo hindi you're not getting to where you want to go. But at the end of the day, parang it makes more sense sa akin yung yung saying, yung cliche na try until you succeed. Na parang ganun siya talaga eh. Disappointments will come and
Diyan ka pa, sis.
naputol.
Putol si Ava. Anyway, baka babalik din siya. Ayan. So, ang ganda din ng sinabi dun sa video regarding step by step. Kasi minsan, di ba, parang gusto nung self-employed. Andiyan ka pa, Ava?
Kailangan
Medyo wala.
i-expect
Ayan.
na natin yan. If we
Ayan,
want
ayan.
something great or
Go. Say, go.
ayun. Siguro yung isang realization ko lang din kasi 'di ba nung na-aksidente ako a couple of weeks ago, na parang yung first thought ko was parang ayoko na mag-drive ulit. But yun ta's may nakausap din ako kahapon tsaka nakita ko sa TV, parang nakatigil sila sa may stoplight. Tapos merong car accident, nabangga sila from behind, na parang kahit how safe you choose to be, meron at meron pa ring mangyayari sa'yo that you will not expect that will actually disappoint you. So why not just make the most out of the situations that you have, 'di ba? Na parang i-push mo na lang 'yan na magiging masaya ka na you're living your life out loud or you're living your best. Like for me to pursue real wealth, 'di ba? Parang yung mga mukhang pera diyan, 'di ba? Parang might as well subukan natin kasi dadating talaga yung mga disappointment eh. So, I'd rather do it na on my own terms, parang ganyan. Hindi ko alam kung malinawin, pero gayon, yun yung sa akin. Thanks!
Thank you, Ava. Ayan. O nga, ang dami nating realizations from the video. Kahit na parang, kung iisipin mo, alam mo na siya eh. Which, yun nga, cliche din, na parang parati sa atin sinasabi, ang hirap talaga na sabihin mo sa utak mo na alam mo na. 'Di ba? Parating minsan nasasabi natin yun na alam ko na yan eh. Pero yun nga, parang after rewatching the video, parang uy, may natutunan pa tayong bago with regards to sa tagal na nating alam yung cash flow quadrant, 'di ba? So, Jen, Jing, gusto niyo ba mag-share ng inyong inputs?
Ako na ba?
Go, go.
Sige. So, ako kasi, I came from a family na professionals yung parents ko. So, they've always been employees. And over time, they work their career. Tapos, ang malala pa nun si mama, academe. So, ang version niya ng success is getting more degrees, tapos climbing the corporate ladder. Although never siyang corporate. Alam mo yun, parang although academe siya, parang feeling ko kasi it's not as corporate. Parang ganun. So, um, I think I really believe na she has looked down on my decision to pursue entrepreneurship. But for me kasi talaga, it really resonated eh. Kasi for a lot of things. One, when we were younger, alam mo yung mga teachers na suma-sideline ng mga kung ano-anong binibenta, ganun din siya. So I guess wala akong resistance to the thought of me selling things. Yung dad ko, I guess hindi rin sila business oriented talaga. So anyway, wala na akong makuhang insight dun. But yung lola ko kasi entrepreneur, so nakita ko sa kanya, mananahi siya. So she used to cater to these really big people. But at the end of the day, parang self-employed din siya. Kasi kapag wala siyang tahi, wala rin siyang kita, parang ganun. Although she has her team and all, pero pag walang dumating na kliyente and she had to be present on every situation. Kaya nung namatay siya, walang nakapagmana kasi walang marunong. Wala, yung skills died with her, parang ganyan. Tapos, in terms of how my family sees money, they think na the way to progress is for you to own properties. So, as a young person, dun din ako napadpad. Parang accumulating assets na akala mo asset. But it can be tricky kasi at the end of the day, even if you accumulated a lot of assets, but it's not generating money for you, it's still a liability. So, yun yung nakita ko na even if landowner sila, hindi naman nila napagkakakitaan. Kumbaga, they're playing the long game. Tapos, sorry, sa akin din, I tried my hand in investing. So, investing in the sense na bibili ng stocks, bibili ng mutual funds, mga paper assets. So, okay din yun, lalo na if you know what you're doing. Pero hindi ko kaya yung everyday na kinakabahan ako na kasi I used to manage my own portfolio na parang ano, hindi ko alam kung up siya, down siya, yung gano'n, yung kaba mo sa puso mo lalo na kapag very volatile siya. So, sobrang averse na ako dun sa sakit sa ulo, sakit sa puso. Kinalimutan ko siya altogether. So, ngayon nandiyan pa rin yung portfolio pero hindi ko na siya pinakikalaman, hindi na rin ako nagdadagdag. So, I guess investing is okay. One, if you have the money, kasi kailangan mo siya ng capital. Pangalawa, if you have the intelligence for it, yung kumbaga alam mo yung industry, may tiyaga kang makichismis kung anong mangyayari, yung mga ganun. So, for me, when I started doing the business, very simple lang siya. Kasi sa akin, although may pressure siya kasi siyempre may nahabol kang goal, at the end of the day, hindi siya nakakasama ng loob kasi I work for myself. So, parang naramdaman ko din kahit papaano yung konsepto ng passive income. So, parang for me, iniisip ko na lang na kung ano man yung nagawa ko in the past that led to the passive income, I just need to do it again so that I can enjoy it. Yun lang. Thank you.
Thanks, Jen. Ang ganda, oo nga. Buti nga meron tayong mga mentors, no? Whether yun nga sa corporate or here on the business that we're doing right now. Kasi, ayun nga, marami tayong natututunan. Kasi ako, kunwari, natuto lang din ako sa kapatid ko eh. I mean, yung dad ko, typical Chinese na sa lupa din. Tapos, hindi naniniwala sa insurance. Buti ngayon may insurance na siya. Pero, alam mo yun, hindi naniniwala in terms of parang kung di pa sinabi ng kapatid ko, hindi pa siya magiging open to that. So, ako natutunan ko naman sa kapatid ko is yung sa mga digital banks, yan. So, nag-start ako pa unti-unti. Konti lang naman. Pero yun nga, kesa wala, 'di ba? Kasi if you're parang kung sa traditional banks yun, wala. Sobrang konti ng makukuha mo. Although hindi mo man malagay lahat sa digital banks kasi syempre nakakatakot din. Pero yung kaunti na yun, kesa wala, 'di ba? So, yun yung for me kasi yung kuwaring kay Jen yung paper assets, hindi wala akong masyadong idea eh. Which hindi ko rin alam kasi wala rin yung mga kapatid ko. So, wala akong idea. And probably in the future, 'di ba? Kung may pagkakataon. Yan. Si Jing ba pwedeng mag-share? Or busy ka today, Jing?
Hello.
Yan.
Ako
Go.
siguro,
Yes.
so, yan, yung kinuwento ni Abs, yung actually yung daddy namin, employee din before, pero nung medyo parang may ulirat na kami, nag-venture din siya sa business. So, tas si mommy naman, housewife. So, yung ano ba, yung parang perception talaga namin. Kaya parang lumaki kami na na nagbi-business. Pero yun na nga, yung relatives namin lahat. Parang yung sa family ni Jen na din, mga nag-aral na madami. So, kailangan nag-MS, nag-PhD, ganyan. So, ganun din yung pinupush nila sa amin. Pero yun nga, si Papa, nag-business siya. So, ako, ang naaalala ko lang nung maliliit kami, nung high school, ang dami kong pera kasi parang since yung business ni Papa, nasa printing. So, parang, di ba, dati hindi naman masyadong uso yung computer, ganun. So, parang isa kami doon sa may mga computer tsaka printer. So, yung mga project sa school na kailangan i-print, yan, ako yung nagta-type para doon sa mga kaklase ko. Tapos sinisingil ko sila. Tapos hindi naman ako nagbabayad kina mami tsaka kina papa nung expenses doon sa printing. So yun, parang feeling ko ang dami kong pera. Tapos nung later on, nung college yun, nag-business din ako, nag-distribute ako ng libro, tas nag-RTW din ako. So feeling ko yun, parang na-influence din ako doon. Pero ang ano ko lang, parang may time lang na pagka yun, pag parang nakabenta ka tas ang dami mong pera, hindi mo na alam yung susunod na step kasi hindi naman tinuro sa school eh, 'di ba, na kung anong gagawin mo. So, ayun, maganda na parang meron tayong ganito na nakilala natin si Nu Skin or na parang tinuturo sa atin kung paano maging mas sustainable yung business para sa atin. Para hindi na one day millionaire or yung gano'n. So, tsaka mas smart na kung anong gagastusan or yung gano'n para mas sustainable din. 'Yan.
Correct. Totoo yan. Hindi rin naman tayo sinisigil. Bigla ko tuloy naalala kasi nung high school ako, uso yung mga silver necklace, silver bracelet, anklets. So, grabe nagtinda ako noon nung high school. Laki din ang kinita ko. Eh, hindi naman ako sinisigil. Well, tinutubuan ko pala ng malaki. Like times 2. Siyempre, hindi yung tubo naman sa'yo, yung puhunan, babalik mo, di ba? Bigla akong naalala, oo nga. Tapos yun nga, pero parang hindi nga naturo yung concept. Alam mo lang, may retail profit ka. Pero after that, bilang blue, gagastusin mo. Kasi laki ng pera mo eh, di ba? May pang Jollibee or probably McDo nun.
Oo,
Oo,
McDo, tama.
Oo,
Dito
naalala ko
din
bago,
sa'min may bagong McDo nung high school kami.
di ba? May bagong bukas nun yung Tutuban. Malapit kasi kami doon. So parang, tapos may bagong bukas sa McDo. Nandun ka lagi, di ba? Kasi may kinita ka, nandun ka lagi. Anyway, yun nga. Yung concept talaga of investing. Um, hindi talaga siya normal no, to most Filipinos.
Mm.
Tapos yung concept pa ng business na gusto mo mag-business pero walang magtuturo sa'yo. Kaya yung iba, ah, go to franchising, 'di ba? Or
Yeah, tama ka. Kaya nauso yung franchising.
mas yung iba, gusto nga nilang mag-business. Gusto nila pumunta sa letter B, pero hindi nila alam, nandun sila sa letter S. So, kumari tayo, di ba, for the start of the business, we're on the letter S. Pero alam natin, yung concept natin is we're going to letter B. Diba? Kasi ganun naman nangyayari sa mentors natin. Nandun na sila sa B quadrant eh. Meron na silang passive income from the business. Pero yung iba, kala nila nandun sila sa letter B, pero there's always stuck in the letter S. 'Di ba? Parang kunwari nag-open ka ng salon or nag-open ka ng mga wellness center. Ang hirap mong iwanan. Although yung iba naiiwanan nila, pero yung iba nagsa-slack off eh. I mean, kunwari meron akong kakilala, meron siyang wellness center sa Tagaytay, ganyan. Hindi niya maiwanan, everyday din siya nandun. Kasi gusto niya, tutok din siya dun sa mga kliyente niya. Diba? So, they're business owners, pero yun nga, they're self-employed. Diba? So, ayun. Meron pa ba kayong gustong i-share with regards to parang eventually, no? Buti nga may mga kilala tayong nandun na sa right side of the quadrant. BNI. Kasi yung iba talaga totally wala eh. Parang kung minsan mababasa mo sa social media platforms na they want to do business pero wala silang idea. Tapos, or meron na silang concept in their mind. Tapos, bigla, pag na-share nila to a friend or something, bigla yung concept nila na yon naagaw na sa kanila. May mga kilala ba kayong ganon? Yung naaagaw yung concept in their mind, biglang napunta na sa iba yung nila, yung concept nila in the business. So, ang hirap din no with regards to being self-employed kasi parang ikaw talaga eh. Which nandun din sa video na talagang kailangan talaga kayanin mo eh pag nandun ka sa self-employed. Meron naman din tao na letter E lang din talaga. Nandun na talaga sila sa E quadrant. Ayaw nilang umalis kasi comfort zone na siya. Parang forever nandun lang din sila. Ayaw nila mag-grow. 'Di ba? Kasi they realize na, two-income household naman kami. Meron naman kaming bahay, may kotse. Nakastuck sila sa letter E. Ayaw to go to letter S kasi probably before yung parents nila have parang hindi nag-succeed yung business. Kaya they're stuck on the letter E. May mga kilala rin ba kayong ganon, di ba? Na parang ayaw nila mag-venture into business kasi may kakilala sila or mismo yung close sa kanila hindi nag-succeed in business. Di ba? So anyway, may inputs pa ba kayo, ladies?
Just to add lang, yung sinabi mo. For some people talaga yung employment, yung talaga yung comfort. Kasi, kung marunong ka mag-budget, sakto-sakto lang siya. Tapos yung iba na magaling talaga magtipid, parang ganun. And I think, just to give it parang a little more depth. Kasi parang, ngayon ko lang na-realize na yung levels pala ng employment iba-iba. For some people, it's easy for them to earn 6 digits. Pero yung iba, takes them years para tawirin yung 5 digits na yun. 'Di ba? Lalo na siguro kung kaedaran natin na nagsimula sa 4 digits. Kasi yun yung sweldo before, 'di ba? So, sayang lang kasi sa ibang tao, hindi nila na-account yung cost ng buhay, yung the time that we had left. So, parang, I mean, if you can work all quadrants, why not, 'di ba? So, pwede naman I think may paraan na you can work all quadrants. Maybe it would tire you a lot, pero posible din siya. Kumbaga, if kung saan ka nakakakuha ng resources, go for it. Tapos make it work na makatawid ka dun sa business and investing.
Nice. Ang galing. Oo nga. Um, ano pa ba pwede nating ma-input dito? Tagal na rin, no, ng kaya nga itong Retire Young and Retire Rich na nirecommend ni Dennis na book. Parang na-realize ko, oo nga, hindi ko pa siya nabasa. Sa tagal ko na rin dito. Yung Retire Young and Retire Rich. So, anyway, ayan, ano sabi? Teka, sorry. Hindi malinaw. Sorry. Wait lang. Ayan, sabi ni Ava, self-awareness importante. Correct. True. Bilang self-employed din, no, kailangan talaga matibay din yung mindset mo, may self-awareness ka, correct, know your strengths. Mm. Kasi sa mga kwento, bilang employee, pwede kang utusan eh, di ba? Sabihin sa'yo, ito yung gagawin mo, ito yung task mo, ito yung, at the end of the day, ito dapat yung output. Pero going into self-employed, parang ikaw talaga lahat eh, no? Which I'm very grateful na meron talaga tayong tradings. Kasi kunwari ako, na hindi naman, may idea ako about business, buying and selling, ganyan. Pero yung concept talaga of handling money, of yung mindset mo na yun nga sa sarili mo, wala eh, 'di ba? Parang alam ko lang yung tatay ko masipag. Alam ko lang kahit may sakit siya, aalis siya. Yung mga ganong concept. Pero yung ano pa ba, yung hardcore mindset ng isang business person, parang buti talaga shinare sa atin eh. Otherwise, wala talaga mag-share nun, 'di ba? So, ayan. Dati naniniwala ako sa jack of all trades, master of none. Pero feeling ko to be successful, hindi pwede yun. Oo nga, correct. Yun, kailangan talaga matibay ka. So kunwari meron talaga tayong mga kakilalang business person na sobrang close natin. Tapos marirealize, parang may isip mo ano yung ginawa nila from zero to millions, no? At yung naging pagkatao nila after, sobrang iba.
Ako meron lang kung i-add na isa pa, yung sinasabi din ni Jen na parang 'di ba ang easy dun sa mga I mean iba-ibang level ng employment. Parang parang growing up or siguro ano parang sa Filipinos din talaga na yung pag-employee kasi 'di ba parang yung mga entry level na employees parang hindi ka masyadong parang wala masyadong accountability. Parang makikinig ka lang kung ano yung nga yung iuutos sa'yo. So, parang hindi ka nag-iisip ng ibang ways unless 'di ba parang managerial level ka na or yung medyo matagal ka na. So, pero kung yung regular employee kung tama bang tawagin na gano'n, parang makikinig ka lang talaga, eh, susunod ka lang do'n sa, parang inutos sa'yo or do'n sa work mo. Talagang 'yun lang yung gagawin mo. So, 'yun baka kaya mahirap din tanggapin I guess for some or kahit siguro ako personally parang, may resistance pa rin do'n sa idea ng business before. Kasi nga nasanay talaga tayo na gano'n or 'yun yung kinalakihan natin na employee talaga. Mag-aral ka ta's ma-employ, 'yan.
True. Kaya talaga buti may training. So what? Pero grabe no, parang so what? Paano yung mga taong um, So, paano yung mga taong hindi alam eh? Kawawa naman. Kaya dapat talaga, ano, meron tayong mga events lagi. Yes. Para ma-share natin or we could join events, no? Kasi hindi talaga lahat alam eh. Sobrang, kung marirealize natin, sobrang walang idea din talaga yung iba. No? Yan, teka. Yes, correct. Correct.
Hmm.
Wait lang.
I think, Zane, kunwari kung iisipin mo sa case ng Pilipino, sobra kasi yung prestige na we attach to how we look. Like, kunwari, pag corporate employee ka, parang ang ganda ng bihis mo, di ba? Parang kung saan ka nakakarating minsan. Pero, at the end of the day, mas maswerte pa minsan yung magsasaka tsaka yung mangingisda kasi hawak nila yung oras nila. Sobrang laking factor nun for me. Parang, nung una, glamour lang yung hinahanap ko eh, pero hindi pala yun yung dapat.
I can relate. Kahit di ako empleyado. Dahil ako ay image conscious. Ang hirap pero, ang weird na yun, no? Parang mga Pinoy, yellow-green, but we're totally image conscious. Tama ba? Iniisip parati natin kung ano yung sasabihin ng ibang tao eh.
Nakanga.
Mostly, no? Hindi naman blue yung mga Pinoy eh, pero or kailangan kasi may patunayan eh. I mean, pinalaki ba tayo na kailangan may patunayan ka to your family and relatives? Something like that. Kaya rin siguro ganun. Ayan, yes lang daw ng yes. Yes.
Gusto ko ring sabihin na maswerte nga tayo like what you said. I totally agree. Kasi yung subservience natin, nagmumula talaga siya sa pagiging Indian natin. Yung hindi tayo mausisa, hindi tayo masyadong nangangarap ng higit. Parang ganun. May ingrained yun sa culture natin.
Para palang ano to. Bigla, sorry. Ang weird. Para pala tayong North Korea. Sorry. Ang weird. Ay, nako. Oo, no? In other, parang weird yung ano natin eh. Palaban tayo, pero parang hindi din. Democratic North Korea. Oh, may point ka dyan. Di ba? Ang weird eh. Parang kinakawawa. Pero, hindi rin naman masyadong lumalaban. Pero, parang kapwa Pinoy, grabe naman yung crab mentality. Di ba? Anyway, ang ano, ayoko manisi. Magiging political. Yeah. Political lahat naman kasi talaga. Anyway, ano pa ba? Magchichikan ba tayo? Stop recording na ba? Oo nga, no? Oo nga, Jen. Correct. Totoo. Oo nga, no? Kahit man lang yung retire young or retire rich or ano, rich dad, poor dad. Thank you, Ava. Thanks so much. Oo nga, ang gandang ano, ang gandang gift nga yan. Kasi, wala eh. Maski di ba tama ba yung isang araw parang pinag-uusapan natin sa college